Welcome back to Entre Nos. I'm Evelin and my co-host is
Alondra.
And today we are actually going to talk about some job history so y'all can get to know us a little bit more. But before I get started, make sure y'all screenshot whatever part y'all want. Make sure we look good when y'all screenshot. Y no con la boca toda abierta. And then tag us on your Instagram story and Facebook or comment on YouTube, whatever.
Yeah.
But share, and subscribe. But we were going to talk about our jobs so y'all can get to know us a little bit more. Do you want to go first?
And say where I worked at. Well, I've only had 2 jobs.
Damn, I've been around.
Yeah, I've only had 2 jobs. I only worked at the flea market when I was 12 years old. And then I started being a barber when I was 14. And I'm still a barber.
Damn.
Yeah. Pero...
So, ¿cómo te fue? How did you even get the pulga job?
Oh,
which one was it?
Telephone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the telephone. So my older sister, she started working there when she was 15 years old.
Oh,
About
okay.
14, 15 years old, La Mayor, my older sister. And we would go see her, visit her while she was working, right? And I would see a lot of kids just working there. And I was like, bro, I think I can do it. Like, and I asked my sister, do you think you can give me a job here? And she's like, yeah, a ver, ¿qué pasa, right? So we started looking around. Like around the pulga to see like who needed, who was alone, like what little business owner was alone without any help so that I could ask. And I wanted to be inside. I didn't want to be outside, girl. It was hot.
Yeah.
Cuando está caliente, está caliente. Cuando está frío if you work outside. So I was like, and she worked outside. So I was like, no, I want to go inside. And you've seen how that pulga is, right? Yeah. So la de la teléfono, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work inside.
Is that donde estaba la mueblería and all that?
Well, yeah, sí tiene una mueblería, pero not that area. Not over. That's way too far out. I'm talking about donde está la comida, where they had like a little cafeteria. Cafeteria? I said cafeteria.
I'm glad you caught it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, but y luego?
So I worked literally right next to that. There was a little stand where they would sell like gangster clothes and baggy pants and do you remember the belts that you had to make eran the colors like blue, gray, red?
What?
The belts. And you would cut them and put a belt buckle on it. Yeah.
With the letter?
With the letter, yeah.
Did you ever have one?
Yeah, because I used to work there.
Oh, so
I started working there.
Wait, at that place?
At that place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that ghetto place. All the ghetto people would come.
Wait, yeah, it's recording.
And I would make their belts. And I would sell them a belt buckle with whatever they wanted. We even had like the belt buckles with like the weed flower on it. Yeah, una calavera.
Did y'all have the one with the light? That you could just turn on and it would say whatever you wanted it to say?
No.
No? You know what I'm talking about?
No, which one?
It was like the rectangular one. Y se prendían las luces.
That's crazy. I've never seen that.
Oh, right. Was it that? Yeah, they had that. And
really?
then también estaba the
That's
plaque.
Not gangsta.
They had the plaque with the rectangular one that had the like your last name or your name. Those, right? The metal ones?
Yeah, eran the metal.
Okay, I had one.
Really?
I was gangsta.
You were not gangsta.
No, actually, I had just the little one with the E.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had the little one. My older sister had Luna. But I mean, Luna's so short, you know?
Right. So así cabía. It would fit.
So since it was so short, sometimes she wouldn't let me use it. So yo me lo robaba y me lo ponía. Because I was more gangster than her.
But so that's all we would sell. We would sell house shoes. We would sell like 713 shirts, like the big baggy shirts, right? And we would be jamming to like DJ Screw, Zero. Like that's how I grew up, listening to all those songs at the pulga at 12 years old, because I started working for him. So there was this one time while I was working que llegó un client, and this client started becoming very a regular client. He would come in like almost every Sunday morning. So I knew this guy. He would come and buy like 3 pants, 2 shirts, like a lot. And that was back then, like un pantalon was like $50, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I was like, that's a lot. Una camisa, $25. So I would think that's expensive. But he would come and shop. And the chinito trusted me so much, right, after like a year of me working for him, that he would just let me open up in the mornings by myself. He'd be like, okay, yeah, you open by yourself. I'll come like 2 hours later. I would open up like at 7:30 a.m. And he would show up like at 10, something like that. And I remember that this man would catch me working by myself, right? He was all tatted, pelón, like gangster. And me empezó como a endulzar el oído, right? Like to tell me like, oh, you're so pretty, like, how old are you? And I'll be like, oh, I'm 18, but I was 12.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, I'm 18, but I was 12. And I kind
of... Do you realize how much danger you were putting yourself in?
But I thought I was big, I thought I was a big girl.
She thought she was gangster.
Yeah, so little by little, he started convincing me that I could be making more money than what I actually make, So he asked me, right, in a very como business way to start selling drugs for him. Yeah. In the pulga. Yeah, he's like, all you have to do is just give it to them. And I'll send them to you one by one in the morning. Because I would tell him, like, well, the chinito comes here at 10:30. I can't do that. He's like, okay, yeah, no, in the morning, I'm going to send you them. And you're going to make money off of that. And so I was just like, what the heck? And the money, I don't remember how much money he asked. He told me I was going to be making. But it sounded good to me, right? Yeah. So I started doing that.
Oh my, at 12?
Yes, I started selling drugs for him.
What kind of drugs? Weed?
No, it was pills, just pills.
Oh, like bars?
Just bars, yeah. And not only that, right? I started like getting very greedy at that age. Super greedy because I was already making money and I was doing gangster stuff, right?
Oh my God.
I started getting super greedy.
Sometimes I get concerned for you. Like, me asusto, like, all the danger you put yourself in.
I know. And so I started getting so greedy that whenever they would come in and buy a shirt, I would be like, okay, this $25 is for me. Because he wasn't around to see. He wouldn't, like, keep track of his
inventory.
Yeah.
To your knowledge.
To my knowledge, he had no idea what was going in and out, right? Because I would replace the shirt y como que nada pasó. And I did that for like a cool 6 months and nothing happened. Like, I'd be like 25 for me, 25 for you, 50 for you, 30 for me, así, 15 for me, 50 for you. And I would just, there was times that he'd be like, oh, what did we sell? I'm like, oh, we didn't sell anything today. We probably sold like 2 shirts, but I got greedy and I kept the money. Yeah, girl. So
no cameras.
No cameras, no. It's a pulga. So I don't know how it happened. They did a whole like freaking setup on me. They set me up like the chinito with the pulga police officers, with his wife, with like the
By
person
then you
in
were,
front
what,
of
13?
like, yeah, I was probably like already 14.
Oh, okay. So you had been there a while. Already.
Yeah, I had already been there for like 2 years. And even the person who worked in front of us was everybody was in it. They knew that they were going to set me up to catch me on the move of stealing, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah. They was going to catch me that day. Okay, so this is what happened. Somebody came in and purchased, right? He purchased whatever he had to purchase. And then... boom, he left. I said, oh, I'm going to keep this one. Next one, I'm going to give it to him, right? Yes, he estaba all morning. I probably had like 8 clients come in. And I kept half of it and gave him half of it. I don't remember how it went. Okay. So then he comes, right? And I was just like, oh, hey, blah, blah, like whatever. He's like, okay, what did we sell? And I was like, oh, this is how much we sold. And he's like, okay, cool. And then out of nowhere... his wife comes, and I was like, what is she doing here? Porque ellos se turnaban. One came on Saturday, and the other one came on Sunday. So she would only come on Saturdays, and he would come on Sundays. But they were both there on a Sunday. And I was like, what is she doing here?
Did you get scared?
No.
No, you were just like, what?
Yeah, no. I was just like, what the heck is going on? Honestly, I was like barred out that morning. Yeah, I was super barred out. So I was just like, well, I guess, like, whatever. And she came, she's like, oh, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. I'm like, what are you doing here, right? She's like, oh, I just came to help. I was like, oh, okay, cool. this, I will never forget this, dude. She took out a candy from her purse y me ofreció uno. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, thank you, right? Y me comí mi dulce, right? Bien a gusto. And out of nowhere, dude, the clients from that morning were cops. They were cops, dude. And they just came out of nowhere, like, with handcuffs and everything. And I was just like, what the heck? This dude came in the morning, like, to buy a shirt. But he was a cop. He had handcuffs on him. And I was like, that's when I was like, oh, what's going on? And that guy, well, somebody else that also bought that morning was like, take everything that you have from your pockets. And I was like, what? Like, I was already like, what are you talking about? He's like, everything you have out of your pockets. And I had money, right? And then he's like, okay, this is your money. And I was like, yeah, this is my money. And then the chinito, his name is Paul, right? The chinito was like, let me see that money. And when he was looking at the money, he's like, yeah, no. He had written on every single dollar bill, thief, in Chinese. Yeah, he's like, do you know what this says here in this dollar bill or in this like $100 bill or whatever? I was like, no. He's like, it says thief. And I was like, dude, la cara de vergüenza. I was so embarrassed. And I was just like, dang, I got caught. Yeah, and I got handcuffed.
And what happened? Like, you were
so
a minor.
My parents, they had to call my parents. My parents came. They showed up to the pulga. And the chinito was like, well, the chinita was crying a lot. Because she was like, I saw you like my daughter. Yeah, she was crying a lot, and I feel so bad. I was like, what the heck? I was like, trágame tierra. Yeah, trágame tierra, dude. And my parents weren't surprised at all. You know, they just came and they talked to the chinito.
Wait, so you were already doing bad?
Yeah.
So, do you think that guy got you to start doing bad, or you were doing bad before you got in the pulga?
Definitely that guy was the one who got me to start diving into doing bad things.
So he's the one that got you to sell drugs and got you into drugs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, pues la curiosidad mata al gato. I was curious to see what I was selling.
No, so yeah, obviously. I mean, I'm not blaming him, but he was the temptation, basically.
Yeah, he was that door.
The door.
Yeah, so...
At 12.
Oh, yeah, 12, 13.
So you were already like wilding out at home while you had this job, and that's why your parents weren't surprised?
Not really. I wasn't wilding out at home.
So why were they not surprised?
Just because I started like kind of skipping school and not caring. Like
I would skipping in middle school?
Yeah, 8th grade. And I was listening to like really bad music, and they were like, esa música no, you know, like stuff like that. They were like, no, ma'am, you're not
on the right track.
Yeah. I was listening to basically what I would listen to at the flea market.
Yeah.
And I was dressing like very
gangsterish,
ghetto. Yeah, I was dressing very ghetto. Yeah, so
basketball shorts.
Yes,
me too.
And 713 shirts.
No, I would only use blue because I thought I was a crip.
That's so funny.
I'm not kidding you, dude.
You really thought you were a crip?
No, I knew I was not a crip. But I grew up around a lot of Crips.
Yeah, you're like, I want to represent.
So I had to rep, you know. Yeah. I would wear my blue t-shirt.
With the blue bandana.
Oh, let's not even talk about bandanas. Please, let's not talk about bandanas. I did something super embarrassing that I don't think I'm ready to share yet.
Really? Okay.
We'll share it in the future.
Yeah, maybe you will one day. So, yeah, my parents got there.
So you were sitting in the cop's car?
No, I was still inside the pulga.
Oh,
in the little...
Oh, in their security area.
No, not in the security area. I was in where the store was at, just sitting there, handcuffed with my hands back in my back and everything.
Qué vergüenza.
Yeah, just sitting there. And like when my parents got there, they asked, are you pressing charges or whatever, right?
Did they press charges?
The chinito was like, I don't want to press charges on her. Like, I don't ever want to see her again. Like, that's how he's like, I don't want to waste my time on her, so I'm not gonna go to court. I'm not gonna waste time. I'm not, you know, like, yeah, that's
done
it.
With
yeah,
you.
He's just like, just give me $1,000. So my dad gave him $1,000, and they let me go with no charges, dude. Okay, so maybe like 6 years later, I looked for them, for the chinitos. 6 years later, right? When God touched me and He healed me and He renewed me and delivered me and you know, all that. 6 years later, I looked for them because I just
felt the guilt.
Yeah, and I knew I had confessed my sins and that God forgave me and etc. Whatever you want, right? but I just couldn't stop thinking about them. And I couldn't stop thinking about the shame or the embarrassment that I felt when, because they saw me as a daughter, right? So I was like, I'm gonna look for them and I'm gonna find them and I'm gonna go say sorry to them in person. And yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
So they were still at the pulga?
No, they were not at the pulga anymore because I went to go look for them over there. I got banned for 2 years from the pulga. Yeah, they were like, okay, we can't come for 2 years. You're banned. So I went to go look for them. And I didn't find them. I couldn't find them. So I asked around and they gave me his phone number. And then when I got his phone number, we were able to arrange something so that I can see them. But he knew it was you. Yeah, he knew it was me because he wouldn't call me by my name. He would call me señorita. Oh. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm the señorita.
And then what did you tell him? Like,
yeah, I was just told him, I was like, well, honestly, I was like, I'm pretty sure you're just like, what the heck do you want, right? But I'm like, I really just want to apologize for what I did when I was little, you know. I was like, I don't know how you lived your life after. Maybe you stopped trusting people and you never wanted anybody to work for you, you know. Like, maybe I did that. Maybe I broke that trust that you had with people, you know. And you're like, dang, nobody's to be trusted, you know. And I'm like, and I'm sorry for that. So
wow, that was a good apology.
Yeah. So I apologized, and he was telling me, like, you know, they were never, because I told him how, you know, what really changed me was getting closer to God, and yeah, that was basically it. And he was like, he's never been a believer, but he had an encounter with God, and he's like, I can't say that was God, but I think that was God. Like, he had an open heart surgery because he had a stroke, and he said that when he was dying, he saw a man in the
like la line.
Yeah, he saw a man standing in front of him, and just he's like, he just looked at me, and that was it. He's like, I can't say that's God, right? But I can't say that's not either. God.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
I know, super embarrassing.
Dude, I'm trying to think of like a time that I was so embarrassed like that. And like,
I've been embarrassed a lot of times. A lot of times I've been embarrassed.
Oh my God. Honestly, I'm trying really, really hard. Like, obviously I was not that bad like you. I guess the only thing is, like,
I think, like, my sisters always make fun of me because I've always gotten caught. I'm not good with, like, hiding things.
I think I'm good at hiding things.
Yeah.
I think I'm like, I can be sneaky.
Yeah, you know? I can't, dude. I don't know why. Like, I'm not good. I don't care to hide. I don't care to hide anything.
Dang. No, honestly, job wise, I don't think I've ever been like embarrassed like that. Like, at all. I mean, I first started working as a waitress, and obviously waitresses, when I was working, it was $15 an hour. I mean, I was 15 at the time, and it was $2 an hour plus tip. I had a restaurant that had like zero business. And then one time I had to serve like a large party of like 20 people, and my tip was $50.
Wow.
And I served them by myself because it was just me and another girl. That was that job. After that, I started working at Whataburger. I hated it.
How long did you stay there for?
A few months. I don't remember exactly.
So what did you hate about Whataburger?
Wearing orange. I
really
hated the color orange.
But that's Milo's favorite color.
Which is crazy that it's his favorite color, because I was literally, before Milo, orange was one of my least. It was my least favorite color.
Really? So it was
that one and purple.
Yeah.
And I hated it because I was like, man, I feel like a pumpkin. But my soda used to be like, you don't look like a pumpkin. You look like a carrot. Like, because I was so skinny, you know? Like... So I was like, I want to say that was my second job. I feel like I always had like a very like stressful like
jobs.
No, like life, like mental life in my head, because I was like always stressing about, I have to get this. If I want to get this, I have to work for it. I have to get my money and Like, money was always in my mind when I was
What were
younger.
you trying to get when you were 15?
Shoes, clothes, like stuff that I needed. Like if I, like for 8th grade, I wanted to get my nails done because it was my 8th grade graduation. And I remember I literally like begged my mom so she can pay for my nails. And maybe she didn't have it at the time, you know, or she just didn't want to, you know. And I was crying, girl, crying because I couldn't get my nails done. And I wanted that, like, and I felt like I never asked for much, you know. So I remember telling myself, I'm going to give me a job. But obviously you're in 8th grade, so not many people hire you, you know. You're supposed to be 16. And so, yeah. But let's go on a quick break and we'll be back so I can get into my job history. And we are back. So, so basically, right, I started working as 15 because my friend's dad hooked me up with the waitressing job. But no ganaba mucho, you know. If anything, I learned to appreciate my time more because I was there for hours getting $2 an hour. Yeah, as a waitress, right?
That's crazy.
And he was paying me cash because I was 15. I couldn't get a job, you know. So then both my stepdads have taken turns paying for my phone bill. My mom's never paid my phone bill, like ever, right? So at first it was my grandparents, and then I would have to like somehow like find the courage to ask my dads to pay for my phone because I wanted the phone. It was something I wanted, not that I needed.
Yeah.
My
parents have never paid for my phone bill either.
No,
never.
Well, that's good. And to me, it was like, but my mom would pay my older sister's phone, you know, but never my phone.
Yeah, my parents never paid for our phone bills.
Well, it's because it's more of a want, you know, you don't need it, you know.
Especially like.
So then, yeah,
like especially back then. Maybe now, Milo will need one. You know what I mean? At the age of 13, maybe
I got mine at 12.
That's crazy. I got mine at 16.
I got mine at 12 because my grandma,
like at 14.
Because my grandparents got me my phone. Mind you, I was spoiled when I was with my grandparents. Like if I wanted it, I needed it. I got it. But I feel like they raised me to the point where I was never greedy. I knew how to appreciate what I had, you know. I was a good kid, good grades all the time. And
but you had what you wanted and así estabas acostumbrada.
Yeah, so I never really had to like.
Se fueron, you were just like, bro, now I gotta work for what I want.
Now I knew like, oh shit, like I don't have somebody to back me up.
Yeah,
well, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or like as a
somebody
kid,
to be
you
like,
don't
mija, aquí está.
You don't realize.
Usted no se tiene que preocupar por esas cosas.
Yeah, like you don't realize what you have until it's gone. Right. Literally, that saying is it goes as it's saying, like como se dice, like literally, and So anyways, I worked there as a waitress. As soon as I turned 16, I got a job at Whataburger. At this point, I was taking classes at Chavez, doing the 0 period through Friday till 5 p.m. and then Saturday morning. So mind you, I would be the night shift at Whataburger, working and still having to keep up with all my classes because I wanted to graduate early, you know? So it was wild. Like that year to me was like, I don't even know how I made it. Like, but again, my mind was like, I need money and I need to graduate, you know? So then I got that Whataburger job. I quit that job because me and my older sister we both got a job at Boudreaux's, the restaurant. And that restaurant paid me more because I was getting minimum wage at Whataburger. Y aquí me iban a ofrecer $9 or $10 as a hostess, or, you know? So then the week that my sister literally was supposed to be my ride. We both got the job. She was supposed to be my ride. The guy that hired us with my stepdad's friend. My sister started a week before me. So I quit my 2 weeks. I finished them. And then I was like, I'll take... while I was doing my last week, cuando la terminé, my sister got fired her first week from there.
What? What did she do?
I think it was her attitude or something. And it just didn't work. Or something,
so she
something
was
like
no
that.
longer your ride.
So I no longer had a ride. Like... So then now at this point, I'm stressing the hell out because I was in a tanda with my family, like where my mom's tanda. Yeah. And I remember telling her, if she ever watches it, she's going to be like, that didn't happen. But I don't think she even remembers. Like, because I know.
So many years ago.
I know because I have a witness to this. Because I remember I was like, Ma, I don't have money for the tanda. And I remember her telling me, well, if you don't figure it out, then you're losing the money. You know what I mean?
The money that you had already put in?
The money that I had already put in. because somebody was gonna have to pick up my money, you know, like my number. So I was so stressed out, like, and mind you, I was like 16, you know, or 17, probably 16. And I was like, I have no fucking job. How am I going to pay for this? So I called Vero, which is the girl that sells Colombian fajas, right? And I was like, Vero, like, can you let me borrow money? Like, I'm in the tanda, like, this and this. And she's like, yeah. And she just gave it to me. She let me borrow it. I paid the tanda. And then I got a job at Red Lobster because of Roland's cousin, Erica. She hooked me up. Or I want to say, like, yeah, it went like that. I got a job at Red Lobster. But by the time I got the job at Red Lobster, I had already finished school. Yeah. So then I was working as a hostess there. And it was good. I was there for a little while. And then I don't remember what happened. Basically, I've never been in tandas after that. Like, that traumatized me. Really? I think I joined one time
because you were just like, what if que pasa algo and then I can't pay it and then I don't know the future.
Yeah, no, and then I was like, I'm lying. I did join one tanda with Roland's mom. Like, I think it was like $50 a week or something, and it was like so many numbers, and I did it. But me and Roland split it. I think it was 100. No, it was 100.
100 numbers?
$100.
Oh, okay.
So we both did 50-50 and we shared that tanda together, you know. And he was like, he got me right if I didn't.
Right.
So then I was like, whatever. So that was my last tanda. And other than that, I've never joined again. Like, honestly, I was like, fuck that. But I worked at Red Lobster. I met some dope people there. From there, I don't know what happened, that I just remember me stressing out again. Like, I don't know why I even left Red Lobster. That I went, you know, on Southmore, the shopping strips in front of Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know there's another one behind Taco Bell. You know where, I think it's Taco Bell, or, you know, the...
No hay un Taco Bell ahí.
Or, what is it? Taco Cabana?
Taco Cabana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Behind that. So Roland went with me. Roland drove me to that shopping strip behind Taco Cabana. I got off and went to each office asking if they were hiring. And they were like, no. Until we went to the second shopping strip where GameStop was at. Yeah. And I walked into an insurance place, which was Freeway Insurance. And then I'm like, are you hiring? And the girl's like, it happened to be that God put me in that place, like, in the perfect time, because the district manager was running that location that specific day. And then she's like, do you have sales experience? And I'm like, no, but I'm willing to learn. And then she started telling me, basically she interviewed me on the spot and gave me the job, and I started the next day.
Oh, wow.
And then that's where I learned how to do sales. Oh, no, I'm lying. I left the Red Lobster job to go do the outdoor sales for AT&T. And that job was like zero money. Like, it was so bad.
It's commission, no?
It's commission only. But when I went to that job interview, me la pintaron bien bonita. Like, you know what I mean? So then I quit Red Lobster to go get more money doing sales, outdoor sales, and had like no experience, you know? So then that's the reason why I was stressed out, because by then I was
you quit the money that was the job that was giving you money to like go to something better. Yeah. And
so then I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, so then I did outdoor sales for like a month. Shittiest job ever, like, for real. Yeah. It sucks. If you ever had to do outdoor sales, door-to-door knocking, props to you, man, because that builds character. Like, I almost got the cops called on me because they're like, you're not supposed to be soliciting in this neighborhood. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, what harm am I doing to you? Like, I'm a little girl, like, you know? And
you're at the Woodlands.
Yeah. Literally, I had to drive to locations, pay gas, and try to sell.
And they're not gonna give you your gas money.
They're not. No. So I was like out of there like in a month, and that's when I went to go. So whenever they interviewed me for the Freeway Insurance, I'm like, I don't have sales experience, but I'm doing this right now, which was the outdoor sales. And she's like, she basically liked my personality, and she's like, you got it, you know. So then I started there, and I was there for like a good while. Like, I became office manager. I was making my money. I remember taking a picture of my first paycheck. That was $600.
Yeah, you were like, wow.
That was my biggest paycheck yet, you know. And I remember screenshot it and send it to my stepdad. And I was like, look, ba, like my first big check, like, you know, and he was so proud of me because at that time he was paying for my phone bill, you know, and I was like, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah.
I got it
though. Yeah. And then I went there, and then from Freeway Insurance, they had me working at another location, right? Just to go help out. It was a busier location, and that happened to be where State Farm came to the location to scout people, but we didn't know they were scouting people, right? We didn't know they went in as trying to get a quote. Yeah.
Pero so then, chismosos.
They wanted to get agents
they were
to
like,
sell insurance for State
here?
Farm. Yeah. So then they went with one of my friends, Mario. I don't think you know him. His name's Mario Mendoza. And he was there, right? And he was like fucking up hardcore. So I go and help him out, but they're with another girl getting helped. So I'm over here fixing this dude's problem. And somehow, literally like an hour later, they take off, whatever. They end up calling the landline, the office. And they're like, oh, we're looking for Evelin. And it was me. And then she's like, hey, like, I'm calling from State Farm. We were just there, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, can you call me to my cell phone? This is a recorded line. So then they call me. We set up an interview, and they were paying me more.
Oh, wow.
So then I went to State Farm, brought two of my friends, which I ended up bringing Mario, the guy. He ended up getting the job too. And then I brought two of my friends with me to be agents at State Farm.
Wow.
So we went there, and I worked at State Farm for a good while. Like, that was one of my chillest jobs ever.
Yeah,
like,
you actually liked it.
Yeah.
I used to have State Farm.
Oh, really? It's expensive.
No.
Yeah, it can be. Like,
I had a full coverage for maybe like $250.
That's expensive. Yeah. But when I was at Freeway, dude, let me just tell y'all, if y'all ever go to these small insurance agencies, if your down payment is big, it's because they're charging you shit tons of commission. I used to charge a lot of commission. Be like, oh, you got a SR22? I'm gonna charge you $100 down payment right now. When all I needed to charge was $20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's shady,
yeah,
right?
That's like stealing.
But it was but it was my job to upsell. Yeah, you know, I always had.
You have to get them somewhere. You have to get your money somewhere. Get them somewhere.
Yeah. So if your down payment should be a minimum of. I mean, I don't know how much it is now, but back then it was $20. Yeah. That's all you had to pay, you know? So if you were my friend, I would be like, just pay the $20. Yeah. And then I would get in trouble and be like, why didn't you charge more? You know? Why did you charge more down payment?
I'm like, they didn't want to.
Like, I'm like, man, it was hard. I just wanted to get the deal, you know? Because you get paid by deals and by commission. So whoever you sign them up, you know? And sometimes, I never like doing this, but the girls in the office would cancel somebody's insurance and sign them up to a new one to get the deal. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But that to me was shady.
That's crazy.
But anyways.
Now I pay insurance like para todo el año.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's better. Dude.
We have Progressive. And so
I don't even know what I got. Kike, he's the
my God.
He's the one who do all that. I don't even know who I'm with.
Yeah. So then I was at State Farm. I liked working there because, rest in peace, Norwood. We used to work at the one right here by Fuqua. Era un gringo. He passed away. It was kind of sad. He had cancer. And that's when I realized, like, even if you don't have kids, like, life is great, you know, because him and his wife couldn't have kids and they had a dog. The dog had a Tiffany collar, dude. I was like, man, este perro vive mejor que yo, like.
Que mi hijo.
No, yo ni tenía Milo, girl.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's my God. Crazy. So then I worked at State Farm, and then my tia kept bugging for me to go work at the funeral home. And then I ended up falling for it, and I went, and the funeral home is what made me the money, like some good money. But I learned a lot. And then from there, I just went to the boring attorneys. Crazy life there too, man. We used to drink while we were working. Yeah, because he didn't care. I mean, he did care, but he was very like, all right, fuck it. We're going to close at 4 p.m. today, and we're going to go to the Pub Fiction. That's what it used to be in Midtown. So we would leave, and Roland's like, that's not normal. And I'm just like, but it's fun, you know. Like, and we would go to Midtown all the time.
How old was he?
He was older, but he was married. He wasn't hitting on me, like, specifically. It was just the office.
He just wanted the vibe. He's like...
Yeah. It was... But he would be, like, an asshole sometimes, you know. It was just his mood. Siempre, you never knew.
He had mood swings.
Yeah. Like, I remember he said, if I say jump, you ask how high. And I was like, nah. And I was gone the next week.
No way.
Because he was firing me, but I was quitting. So I'm taking it that I left, you know.
So why were you getting fired?
Because I would show up late sometimes. But then I was like...
You don't care, bro?
Yeah, literally. I'm getting my job done.
Some days you care, some days you don't. Like, you entiende.
Yeah. So then I really didn't care. Honestly, I didn't care. But when I left that job, I went back full-time for the funeral home. But in the admin operations side. And then from there, I ended up working at the school. Got pregnant with Milo, became a sub. Then I went back to the work with another crazy-ass attorney for 6 months. I quit because he was fucking racist, dude. Like,
towards Mexicans or towards just anybody?
I feel like he was just like, he belittled anybody because he had so much money. Like, he would send emails like, are you in fucking elementary school right now? Do I need to put a paper on the door? Not to me specifically. He never talked to me like that, but I was in the emails where he would send shit like that.
To people like...
To the whole
treating
office,
them
to the firm. Treating them like
they're
you're dumb. Yeah. And we were doing that.
Like, my kid can do better than this.
And then, you know, COVID happened. So we legally, like, not legally, but we all had to go home, right? Dude, literally, you had to write every to-do you did for the day in a spreadsheet, the time you did it, everything in detail. Because he didn't want to pay people to be home fucking around. Yeah, it was like that crazy. Like, I was like, Roland's like, nah, hell nah. He's muy tóxico. Like, it's a really bad environment. But my direct boss was dope as fuck. Like, his name was Hugo. Like, he was super cool. And then I ended up becoming a sub again. The whole time I was always a sub. Yeah. Because when COVID happened, I was still subbing and working the attorney job at the same time. Like, I remember having the computer, subbing with the little middle schoolers showing their ceiling. And me just be like, all right, if you have questions, let me know.
Showing their ceiling.
Yeah, because, you know,
they're sleeping.
Yeah. And then I would be like, submit your work. If you have questions, let me know. And I would mute my thing. And then it was like,
start working on whatever.
And then I would be working the attorneys at this. I had 2 laptops working both jobs.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have
getting money.
Yeah. I mean, when I worked at the attorneys and the subbing, yeah.
So wasn't today your first day out at your new job?
No, it was last week.
Last week?
Yeah, on Tuesday.
So last Tuesday was your first day at your new job.
Yeah.
How was that going? And that's still subbing, right?
No, now I'm full-time, but I'm in the operations side. Like, I don't do anything with the kids no more.
Okay, so you're basically like...
So they created this position, like, it's brand new.
For you.
It's brand new. I don't know if it's just for me or it's a new position for the locations.
Okay.
So basically, I'm learning that a lot of charter schools literally is like a whole business. Like, you have an operations side, a recruiting side, and then the teachers that teach, you know. I'm in the operations side. And basically, like, my title is like family engagement specialist or something like that. And ask me what I'm gonna do, I can tell you that I don't even know, girl, porque this whole summer it's been a negotiation, and I'm gonna take it, I'm not gonna take it, pay me more. And then they accepted to pay me more. And then I went, first it was like, hey, we're gonna interview you because we want you to take the job full time. And I was like, okay. Yeah. They did the interview. Then they're like, can you start this day? And I'm like, no, I'm leaving to California the next day, you know? Yeah. So then I was like, but we want to give you the job. I was like, okay, send me the offer letter. And they sent me the offer letter. I saw the amount.
How much was the offer?
It was, I'll tell you off camera. Yeah. And then they sent an offer, and I was like, nah, this is how much I'm making as a sub right now. Match it, you know?
Make it make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, but I sent that negotiation directly to the principal because I didn't want the other girl involved. Because technically you're not supposed to share your pay, you know? So then he said, okay, I'm sending it to HR so we can get it approved. That approval took like a whole 1 week. And I was just like, I don't even know if I'm going to get this job or not. Like, you know? Right. So then I texted him. I'm like, so I'm confused. Like, are we going to move forward or are we not? You know? And he's like, yeah, we're moving forward. We're just getting HR to send you the correct offer letter. Right. So then they sent it on a Friday, and then I took it. And they're like, Friday at 6 p.m., can you start Monday? And I said, no, I'll start Tuesday. So then I started Tuesday because Monday we were recording. Yeah. So I'm like, no, I'll start Tuesday. Podcast come
first.
Yeah. So then I was like, nah. But the only reason I did take it era porque it's just, I'm going to be there with Milo, you know? So I was like, all right, like, it just works out. The pay it's good for me for what I'm doing. Yeah. that right now I'm not doing shit.
Yeah, like, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into yet.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. Like, from what they told me, it's easy shit. Like, I've done this, you know?
Okay.
But at least now I know I'm not over kids.
Yeah, you're not working with like kids and their parents and talking to their parents.
I think I'll be talking more to the parents and the kids now. So it's, I feel like it's better.
So are you gonna be like a social worker in the school or something like that?
I feel like I'm going to do a lot of
family.
The communication with the family and the school, and then help the school maybe get funds through parents, like by the PTO stuff, because PTA or whatever, because I have experience in that, because I was the president at the other school, you know, and that was part of my interview. When I told them, I'm like, yeah, they don't have anything. They have something, but nobody's running it. So I think I'm gonna be running that, and which to me is cool, because I'm gonna help tell the family, all right, I want to do this event, who's gonna help, you know, bring donuts, bring whatever, you know. Okay. So at the end of the day, it's cool. I have my own office, and
that's good.
I know, and I have a mini fridge and a microwave in my office. But wait, and then they told, and see what I love about it is, so far I love it because the people are very welcoming, and a lot of them already knew me because I would sub for them, the teachers. So they're like, man, we're so happy you're like full time with us now, but we're sad because you can't cover our class no more, you know. But it's cool because the girl that I'm under, she's like, yeah, if you want to bring a couch for Milo so he can be in here, whenever he's sick off,
or whatever.
Yeah, or when he's off and you have to come, because there's days that, you know, like that, he can be here, you know.
Wow, that's so good.
So I'm like, yeah, like it's just really good, you know. So I took him his little couch, and it's there. I'm going to have some snacks for him. So I love that they know that parenting comes first.
Right.
And that's what I like about it. Because it's just, the flexibility is there. Like if he's just there. And then the clinic, there's a clinic there. Like not just a school clinic. It's an actual clinic. Yeah. So if anything, like they're there and my office is there. Right. Literally. So it's good.
Yeah.
For the money, it's good. Like it's chill, you know. So the timer went off.
Yeah, it did.
Damn. So it took me 20 minutes to talk about my whole lifelong jobs, guys. But you know what? I'm a well-experienced girl.
In anything.
In anything.
Cooking, making burgers.
Cooking, thanks to TikTok, though. Yeah. But let's go on a quick break. And when we come back, there's like a few more topics. And then we can go into our fun.
We have a little game.
We have a little game. I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay.
We are back. So we have I wanted to give a big shout out to It's for the Chicas, to my girl Giselle and Anaí. I've been watching y'all's podcast. I think I didn't watch one of them. I think the one with Regina. I need to watch that one. I think that was her name. I think that's her name. And but one of the ones that, you know, y'all did recently was the one talking about manners. Right? Oh no,
it was the
Unserious generational curses or something like that, or non-serious, something like that.
Non-serious generational curses.
And I did want to touch on that a little bit, you know, because one of them that they were talking about a few, right? But the ones that stood out to me the most were, do you make your kids say hi? That was one of them. The second one that stood out was, do you call like nicknames where you call your, I don't know, family member, the little kids in your family, like Prieto, Güerita, Gordo, Gorda, you know, like names like that. And so to me, I kind of disagreed with Giselle, because it was kind of like, I'm trying to remember. She was the one who I disagreed with, and I agreed more with Anaí in that case, right? Because you watched it, right?
Yeah, I did watch it.
So then Giselle had said that she wasn't going to make Robbie say hi or something. Obviously, she knew if he was being rude, and she would make him say hi. And Anaí was like, no, it's manners. To her, she's raising her daughter to say hi because it's
whether you want to or not.
Because it's part of your manners. But obviously, she's going to catch on if her daughter's feeling uncomfortable around somebody, you know, which I agree 100%. So to me, as a parent, the way I look at it is,
how did you grow up? Did you grow up
saying
being
hi?
Forced to say hi? Not forced as in like, I don't care what you think, you have to. More so like, no, saluda.
No, to me, it was more like, if you show up, you say hi.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's how I was
came
raised.
in, so I have to say hi.
Yeah.
But if you're coming in and I'm already here, then we're all expecting for you to say hi to all of us.
Yeah.
We were already
so my
here.
family is super big on like hugging and kissing. That's how I was raised, right? Which, don't get me wrong, there was times that I was like,
not that.
I don't want to give like,
smells like cigarro.
or not even. Honestly, I don't think I had a tío that I ever felt like that. But it was more like, specifically one of my mom's cousin that came from El Salvador. Se sentía la malicia. Like, he would just look at us, and I'm just like, bro, I'm like your cousin's cousin. I mean, I'm your cousin's daughter. Like,
Right.
you know?
Pero como quiera, you feel like mannerism. Te voy a
To
saludar.
say hi. Because how do you not say hi? I know.
Say hi to
It sounds
everybody
crazy,
except
right? Like, it sounds
the
crazy.
one that makes you uncomfortable.
I still have to say hi, right?
Yeah.
But it was pressure on like us, right? Like, I think a lot of my cousins can probably relate. And but I still said hi. Now, as a mom, I make Milo say hi. However, I hold it back where it's like, you're more than welcome to give them a kiss or a hug, you know.
You don't have to.
But you don't have to.
You can just say hi de lejos.
Yeah, to me, it's like, if you just wave,
That's
enough for me as a mom. Like, but you have to say hi, bro. If you're showing up, you gotta say hi.
Yeah.
No matter who it is.
Yeah,
even
I
if
agree.
it's just a wave.
Yeah.
You have to. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
right?
Yes.
That's what it's just like. Or maybe I misunderstood Giselle's,
Point of view.
right? But that was what I got, right? But I did like how Anaí did say the whole. She said something within the lines of, "Nah, she says hi because to me that's mannerism," and I'm like, yeah, that's true. It's mannerism at the end of the day, because you don't ever want to raise your kid to show up somewhere and just like be one of those kids that just like walks in and sits down on the couch. Like, nah, like, say hi, saluda, you know.
Porque ya tiene la costumbre de que you've given him the option.
Yeah.
And he's a teenager. He's a little rebel. He thinks he can do whatever he wants. And
Yeah.
whatever mood he's in, he's like, no, I'm not gonna.
And you know, like, even with me, right? My cousin has a daughter, and whenever my cousin, she would come around, Milo didn't know her like that or recognized her. And I remember one time she told me, later on when we were closer, she's like, man, I didn't like Milo because he never said hi to me. You know, she told me. And then I was just like, mind you, this is family.
Yeah.
You know? So when she told me that, I got kind of upset, you know, but then I took a step back and I'm like, she doesn't understand, you know. So then I took the step back and I told her, look, let me tell you this. When you have a kid, you're going to know to, and my advice to you would be, never force your kid to say hi, you know, or like give a kiss. Just the minimum hi. Like, I'm like, for you, Milo never wanted to give her a hug.
So sí le decía hi to everybody, pero she wouldn't give her a hug.
No le quería decir hi. Like, no le quería. I would be like, papi, say hi. And it was just like, you know, he never wanted to, right? And then I was just like, I would never force him. Because if you force him as such a young age to do something, then you're teaching him to be that being forced is okay when it's not, you know. You got to kind of talk to them. And I'm like, I'm teaching him to say
You're
hi.
You're encouraging him to say hi.
Yeah. I'm teaching him to say
but
hi.
You're not being forced.
Yeah, I'm teaching you to say hi because obviously you have to have manners. But I'm not requiring him to give you a hug or give you a kiss, even if you're my prima.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then now that she's a mom, like a few months, a year later, now that she's a mom, which her daughter is so beautiful. And like, even with her daughter, que yo no la miro tan frecuente, you know, I never go up to her and be like, I hug her, you know, and sometimes she's just like, así, because babies can be like, you know. I tell her, like, now you understand, and she's like, yeah, like, I never want to force her to give somebody a kiss, like, especially guys, because it's just like, I don't want to teach her that that's something that she has to do. With just a wave should be enough, you know. And I'm like, yeah, because me even having a boy, like, it's just a wave should be enough as long as he's doing the part of saludando, like saying hi.
I didn't really like saying hi to my tios because I have a lot of tios. My dad has a lot of brothers, and they were so toscos, and they would like hug me too tight or kiss me.
Or te pellizcan.
Yeah, or un coscorrón, and I'm like, ew.
I know. Stop. So I only have one tío that does that.
Oh, I think all my tíos do that.
So I have
to
one.
this day, dude.
Oh my, no, yes, to this day.
To this day, I'm like, oh, please stop. I did my hair nicely, and they just like son muy toscos, muy rough, and they're like, ay, qué preciosa estás, you know, like, or just grab my cheeks. I'm like, dude, I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah. I'm not a kid.
I'm an adult. No, I have a tío that does that, and like I'm just like I'm always like pushing him towards my sister. I'm like, go say hi to Nere, like, you know. I'm just like, and then my sister's looking at me like, oh, really? Like, you're gonna send him to me? But he's just that tío, like, you know, which we all love so much.
Too much.
But it's just like era tan regañón que el cariño de él es pellizcándote and like, you know, just grabbing your lonjas and shit like that. And I'm just like, now when I say hi, I go pinch his lonjas. Yeah. Like, this is how I feel. I'm gonna make you feel the same way, like, you know.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, that was like a good example, right? Like with my cousin, like she didn't understand that, which I as when I wasn't a parent, like I didn't understand a lot of stuff, or I didn't understand like why people were a certain way, you know. And now as a mom, I see my perspective has changed on a lot of things. And again, like one of my tias one time, my son Milo didn't want to say hi to her, but he just said hi, and she's like, oh, no saluda. And I'm just like, no, sí saluda, pero pues no la reconoce, you know. And she's like, oh, es que so and so saluda a todos. And I was
otro sobrinito.
Yeah, el nieto de ella. And then I was just like, oh, pues good for him. Good for him. But Milo doesn't.
She was trying to like hurt you.
That's another thing. Like comparing kids.
Yeah, that's
like it's just, and whenever they've compared Milo, I'm always like, well, good for your kid.
I don't care.
I'm happy for you. Like, you know.
Okay, él ya habla bastante. Solamente tiene 2 años y habla bien. Muy bien habla.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, dude.
I had a tía tell me, I was telling her, she's like, ¿por qué no habla muy Milo bien? You know, right? Why didn't he talk a lot? And I was like, oh, it's because he has a speech delay. And then she said, ¿tiene un speech delay o está chiflado? Yeah, she told me. And I was like, no, ¿sabe qué, tía? I'm like, sí, yo fui al doctor. I'm like, y yo, como mamá, que yo no lo quería poner en la escuela, like at los 3 años, lo tuve que poner just because I felt like it was going to help him. And it has, you know. I'm like, porque when you're an only child, the only people you can communicate is with your parents.
Yeah.
And it's not the same when you communicate with other kids. And I told her, I'm like, no sé si usted sabía, pero kids learn the best from kids.
Yeah, around other kids.
Yeah, so that, and it bothered me, but then I was just like,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Like ain't nobody got nothing on me, like, you know, like, you can never tell me something about Milo that's gonna bring me down, like, as just because I know my kid at the end of the day, you know. And that's an advice I can give to any mom. Like, you know, don't let any
comparison get to you.
Like, you know your kid the best, so don't let anybody ever talk your kid down.
Not only that, pero tampoco like don't just like tampoco like the way you don't like your kid being compared. Don't let other people compare your kid, whether if it's for the good, like, oh, Milo sí es él comparte y aquel no. And it's just like, no, like, we don't have to say that, you know, like, cool, like, me, my son is good at compartiendo, but like, we don't gotta
don't get me wrong, though, like, no, I agree with that, like, the not comparing children. However, there is not to compare, right? But there's like this thing where it's like, okay, Milo, he never knew how to share until my niece literally came and was like, no, you have to share, you know. And he literally learned sharing from her.
Because of her. How old is she?
Ella le gana...
they're almost like close in age?
She's older by like 3 years.
Okay, no, but they're still kids. They're both kids. And he knows that she's a kid as well. Yeah. She's not an elder. She doesn't...
Yeah, no, she's a kid. Yeah. And she showed Milo that...
I give, you give.
Yeah. Literally, because she came and showed him like, no, you have to share. Sharing is caring. And then I was like, you're right, Haley. Sharing is caring.
Keep on. What else you got for him?
Yeah. So, but the whole comparing, I I get what you're saying. There's a difference where praising your kid, but you can praise your kid without bringing another one down.
Exactly.
You know, so that was one of the things, the mannerism.
But then there was another one where the gordo and the gorda, the nicknames. So I grew up being called La Morena. That's how they would call me. Like, oh, Morena, Morena. Because my sisters are lighter than you? Light skinned, yeah. So might be like,
¿quién era la gorda?
We were ninguna de nosotros era la gorda. Well, now they call my older sister Gordis. That's her nickname, Gordis. But she doesn't mind it, you know?
Yeah.
She don't mind it. She doesn't take it offensive.
La chiquita?
La chiquita. She was always skinny. Pero, yeah, they would call her flaca. Or her nickname has always been Memes. They call her Memes. We call her Memes all the time.
What's her name again?
Perla.
So
like, nada que ver, Memes.
I know, I'm like,
she sleeps a lot.
I kind of knew that. Oh,
she sleeps a lot.
That is a cool nickname, actually.
Memes.
I'm going to call my sister that. Literally, I'm gonna. Her name's Nereida.
Nereida, yeah.
We call her Nere, but I'm gonna start calling her Memes.
Memes.
She is. If
she
she's
loves
off,
her naps.
If she's off, she's laying down chilling because she don't got no kids. So why is she worried? And I'm like, do you, girl? You know, that's a cool nickname.
Yeah. So she grew up being called.
What about
Memes.
your niece? Do y'all have any nicknames for her?
Alison, no. We don't really have a nickname for her.
No.
Just her name, Alison.
So what is your thought with that? With the nickname stuff.
I honestly think that it's not that deep.
Oh my God.
Bro, it's not that deep.
Literally, like, I thought the same thing.
Like, I honestly think, like, it's kind of cute to call a little person by a nickname. Like, I never minded being called Morena.
But their perspective is more like it could hurt their feelings.
Right. So whenever, like, obviously they don't know. At such a young age, all they know is love. You're calling them gordita with love, you know?
Yeah, well, some kids do know.
Yeah, well, if they grew up...
Like Milo, you cannot call him gordo.
Because he knows that he didn't grow up being called like that, you know?
Yeah.
Not since he was a newborn.
No,
if you were calling your kid gordo since newborn, he wouldn't mind it.
No, yeah.
Because he knows that you're not saying
like, that's like a...
Yeah, you're not saying it with bad intentions.
Okay, yeah.
By being mean to him, right? But obviously, like, they come to an age where they're like, bro, I know what gordo is and I don't like that, you know? Whether you're saying it in a nice way or not. And that's usually around the age of 10, 11, 12 years old.
Yeah.
Where they realize their looks, right? So, whenever they were calling me Morena growing up, I didn't mind it. It came to a point at 12, 13 years old that I was just like, dang, bro, I am Morena. And I was like self-conscious about it. Yeah, but not because they were telling me Morena, but because I already knew estaba más Morena. So even though they would, si no me hubieran dicho Morena, I would have still had that problem.
Yeah. Did you put a timer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would have still had that problem. I would have still known in the back of my head that I'm darker.
But you don't think them calling you that kind of like... Well, maybe you, because you're a weird, different child. Like...
What?
Yeah, you were like... Your mentality was like... Girl, you were like over here a gangster at 12... stealing money at the pulgar. Like,
probably.
Not normal. Like, that not a normal scenario for a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Me at 12-year-old, I was over here, like... You know, going
Barbies.
to Ross, buying shoes, buying clothes, you know? So I think your maturity level has always been a little bit more advanced.
Yeah, so I honestly do think that a kid is going to be self-conscious whether he was being called like that since birth or not. There's always, the insecurity is always going to appear. If the kid does feel a little bit overweight, those are the kids who are going to tend to be like, bro, okay, no more calling me that name, because I get it. Yeah. You were calling me that with love, but now I am actually chubby. And I actually don't like that name for me. You know what I mean? No, yeah. So I agree with what you're saying. I did, whenever I heard them talking about it, I remember I was washing the dishes. And they were saying like the whole, the nickname calling, you know. Obviously, there's people that call you that with malicia, bad intention behind it, you know. Yeah. But in my family, however, this is my family, my personal experience, you were called right? Gorda? Yeah, I was called gorda. I was so gorda. Dude, my sister's a freaking stick. Like, yeah. But you were actually gordita, or no? Were you actually gordita? I feel like... Or you had more meat to you. I had more meat to me. Yeah. I was not fat. Yeah, you were not fat. My little sister was chunkier than me. But I feel like they always compared me and my older sister. And I had a lot more meat than her. Because she was always so skinny, you know. So for her, being called skinny was like a big thing. She didn't like it, you know.
And she was like, oh, don't call me that, you know. But it was more when she was older.
Right.
I never cared because I was just like, well, I do got it, so whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I was only called gorda by one person, though. And it was Vero. Like, I knew she did it with cariño. So I knew she wasn't calling me fat to hurt my feelings, you know. But in my family, Roland thinks it's a very unoriginal to give that nickname to a kid.
Yeah.
He's like, why? Like, there's so many, y'all call everybody gorda and gorda. You know, he's like, your sister called Milo gordo when he was a baby. And it only lasted for a few months and that's it, you know?
Yeah.
And then he just thinks it's unoriginal, which it can be. It is. You know?
It is.
Yeah, it is. And for me, it was like, we call my niece gorda, you know? But her name's Madeline. But it was because she was chunky when she was little. So it just stuck, you know? And then she had a baby brother. And then he became gordo. And then we do call them gorda out in public, you know? Because I heard Anaí say that they call her nephew, like, gordo or something.
Only in their household.
Like, only in their household. And we don't. Like, you know, my cousin were like, oh, yeah, la gorda. And we're talking about my niece that is now super skinny. You know what I mean? But she answers to that name.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, gorda, what do you want? And she's like, oh, I want this, tia, you know. But now we're changing her nickname to, my sister said to call her Nina.
Nina? Okay.
Because my nephew, he's learning how to talk. So her name's Madeline. But he calls her her name in Spanish. So he says, Madelina. And then, so he's like, Nina? Madelina. Like, you know, so from that, he started calling her Nina. And I'm like, I love her name in Spanish. Madelina is like, it's a cool name.
Yeah,
you know?
It's from the movie. Madeline.
Yeah. And but his nickname is either Baby Mario or Gordo, you know. But
now that I remember, we do have a nickname for my niece. Well, I call her Baby. And dude, I'm gonna be so heartbroken the day she's like, don't call me Baby anymore.
Yeah, my niece.
Because I've always, in front of people in public, I'm like, right, baby? Like, I've always called her Baby.
Like, my
Since
niece
she was a baby.
Melody. I think it's only those nicknames are more with my sister's kids because they're the ones I'm around. Oh, actually, I am going to give a shout out to It's for the Chicas again because them saying that made me think about me calling other kids' nicknames, right? So, there's my nephew. I call him Chucky. I'm always like El Chucky or Chucky, right? But because he's so small, he has long hair, like crazy hair. But the only reason I call him that was because I always thought he was a little angel until one day I saw Milo and his older brother playing. And then he went to go do something evil or whatever. And I saw him running like out of the room and the older brother started crying.
Right.
Like he did something. But he was running like Chucky because he's so small. Like parece muñeco, like literally. And I was like, oh my God. So then that happened, right? I finished listening to the podcast. So I called my cousin and I'm like, hey, like, do you mind that I call him this? And she's like, girl, no, because I know he is one, you know. And then but I mean, it was just a courtesy, like, you know,
to be like, am I tripping?
Yeah. But because Milo, when he was little, they used to call him El Terremoto or something like Terremoto or I don't know, some stuff like that, you know, because he was always.
And I feel like us Hispanics, it's more tradition. No es con malicia. It's just a tradition that we like to just give each other nicknames.
Yeah, and like my suegro calls him Mi Loco.
Mi Loco, yeah.
It's longer than his name. So now from Mi Loco, it went to My Crazy. Like, and you know, and my grandpa used to call me or my sisters like, or my little sister Miss Crazy or something like that because we would be crazy, you know. So him calling him that and didn't even know, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that was the nickname. They went from this to that, you know. But I had the nickname Chapis.
What is that?
Chaparra.
Oh,
my dad gave me the one. My dad that gave me the Luna last name. He used to call me Chapis because he said Chaparra was such a big like adult nickname. So he started calling me Chapis. So I started going by Chapis like all the time. Like
MySpace Chapis.
I was Chapis on MySpace. I was Chapis. Do you know Junior Julio Flores? He used to go to Chavez.
I probably do, but I need to see a picture of him.
I'll show you one. Shout out to Junior. Because he knows you and he watches the podcast. And he was like, man, because I was like, how do you know her?
I cut his hair.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay, that's my cousin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, how do you know? He's like, oh, we went to school together. I'm like, well, duh, right? Because I went to Chavez. And he's like, I was like, how was she? Was she being wild? She was wild for real. And she's like, he said, well, you know, she was that girl that you wouldn't want to fuck around with. So like, yeah, I just stayed away. I was like, oh. Or he said something like that. He said something like that.
I didn't have too many friends.
But yeah,
I still don't.
He still sometimes jokingly was like chappies, you know, calls me chappies or whatever. And there's a little store outside that you could see like the nicknames and the word chappies is on there. Another nickname I had was Tweety.
Really? I used to love Tweety. You kind of do look like Tweety.
Oh my God. So my dad that gave me chappy said, because he's like, you have beautiful eyes, you got a big head and a small mouth. And I was just like,
I look like Tweety. Oh my God, I cannot unsee it now.
Yeah, I know. I should never told you. Changing my name to Tweety on your phone. Yeah. So
I'm gonna find the picture of Tweety and put it on your.
Yeah. So, but I never minded it because I was like, hey, I am. Yeah. I do have a small lips. I have big eyes, and I got a big head. So whatever, you know. But he was the only one that would really call me that or whatever. But other than that, like my opinion was like, I think it's just it's not that deep,
right?
You know,
and I get it if somebody's struggling mentally, you know, and their nickname kids, brings them to
because I do think that kids nowadays are more conscious about what's going around in a way, you know. And I feel our generation is talking to them a lot more.
Right.
Like, again, you cannot call Milo Gordo as a nickname because he gets super offended. He's like, I'm not Gordo.
Yeah, I'm Milo.
Picks up his shirt and he sucks in his stomach and he'll show you he's not fat, you know? But it's just like, no, dude, it's like, you know, it's just cariño. So, but yeah. So, with that being said, what are the nicknames that you have? Just that one?
Just Morena. That's it, really.
Hispanics need to come up with better nicknames, you know, because
Alo, they'd be like Alo, Morena.
I was gonna tell you because I like Alo. Yeah, but I've never I always used to. Oh well, you know. Now like
people call me you know. Some people don't even know my name. They're just like, what up, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just
it is so funny how Milo now is like Alondra.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, you can call her Alo. Like because Alondra, that makeup girl. Alondra Desi is like some makeup girl. They call her Alo. And I'm just like, damn, I like that. So I was going to like start calling you that.
Alo.
Alo, yeah. So anything. If y'all hear me calling her that, is just.
Right, Alo?
I created that nickname.
No, you didn't.
Who calls?
All my family calls me Alo.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Never mind. Well, from your friends.
Yeah. They don't call me Alo. None of my friends call me Alo. I don't even let my fiance call me Alo because I'm like, no, you call me babe. Don't call me Alo.
Me and Roland, actually, I never call him Roland directly. It's like rara la vez. I'm always like, babe.
Babe, when he'd be like, oh, Alo. I'm like,
when we're mad, it's just like, all right, you know. And then he'd be like, why are you calling me that? Well, that's your name, isn't it? Like,
ay, ya estás enojada.
Well, didn't your mom put that name on your birth certificate when you were born? But I guess when we faltan 5 minutes.
No, it's because I put it late.
Oh my God. Oh wait, so we are
are already done.
So we're gonna go on a quick break, our last break, and we're gonna play a really fun game. We'll be back. And we are back. So guys, we all wanted to give a big thanks to the people that have been sending stories in. They're actually funny. You know, we actually got an update on the rice one. But you know what we're going to do this time? We're going to keep y'all on the
loop.
No, in the, like, with the, como la ansiedad de querer saber qué es. How do you say that in English? You're like, No, we're gonna keep you guys like with the, oh my God, I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
But because we're not gonna give you the update today, we're gonna give it to y'all on our next episode.
Yeah.
Because we also got like 2 more stories. One was asking for advice, which we can go into like a whole different topic.
Yes.
So we have 2 stories and an update. But again, we're gonna keep y'all with the las ganas de saber.
Yeah.
For those stories. So we're gonna go over that on the next episode, and we're gonna end this podcast episode with a game. So we are going to play Basta.
Yeah.
Basta ya.
Yeah, I'm saying yeah.
Okay. So it's, what is it? Is
Okay, so basically basta is, I will say the letter A, and that's all I'm going to say. The rest of the alphabet, I'm going to say it in my head.
Okay.
And you're going to say basta. And then, like, I'm going to be like A. And then going to be saying B, C, D, E, F, G on my head. And you're just going to, out of nowhere, be like basta, right? Don't let me get all the way to Z, though. Oh, yeah, I can start the ABC again.
Yeah.
And then she will say basta, and I'll be like, okay, I landed on the letter L. And then she'll have to say, like, an animal, a city, or whatever it is with that
with the letter you stop at.
With the letter I stop at.
Okay, so how about we do you want to do names, animals, or... I don't know that many cities, girl. I know my...
Okay, states. States is easier.
What?
States
do you know your 50
easier.
states?
Yeah, well, not 50, but like W, Washington, L, like...
L for what?
I don't know.
Let's do animals.
Okay.
Animals. All right. So...
Oh, Los Angeles.
That's not a state, girl. That's a city.
So what's this? Oh, California. California is the state. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Okay. So...
And I guess if you get it wrong... Or like if you don't say
if we don't get it, okay. You know what? Roland said Milo had a timer.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't even know what timer he's talking about. We'll just put it on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just do the...
A 10-second.
No.
You can think in 10 seconds of a name.
No, I was going to say like less.
Oh, 5 seconds?
Yeah, 5 seconds? Has 5 seconds to save the animal. Okay. So if you don't do it, then you have to spin the little thing, and then you gotta get the being boozled.
The nasty candy.
If you get lucky to not get the nasty candy.
This is Evelin's idea, to be honest.
Honestly, the basta ya was her idea. Yeah. My idea was the ABCs, and then we just put it together, you know? So, all right. Let's do this.
Okay, so I'm gonna say and you're gonna say basta. So it's your turn. You're gonna first.
How about you time me and I time you? Because then I'm gonna be like freaking out and not press the timer.
Yeah. You're right. Okay.
I'm scared. Mm-hmm. So she gave Milo one. He spinned it y le cayó a él en el de buttered popcorn or rotten egg. And he didn't make a face, so then I smelled his breath and it was popcorn.
Yep, he's good. And I was trying to really tell him, like, Milo, okay, but some are nasty, some are good. I was like, please, I don't want you to cry, dude. I don't want to make you cry and that it's my fault. That I was like, Milo, remember. He picked his little jelly bean. I'm like, wait, remember. It might be ugly. Yeah. It might be good.
You did.
Remember, dude.
Just remember.
Yeah. So I'm like, please don't freak out. Wait, how do you put this timer thing? What do I put on here? No sé cómo.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm like, what's it called? Watch, timer?
It's a timer.
Alarm? Right. Yeah? Okay.
So
we're doing 5? Okay.
5 seconds.
Basta. De.
Dog.
Okay. You got it right.
Wait, so by the way, we said that we could do it in Spanish or English.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
Okay, wait. Let me breathe. I'm so scared.
Oh my God. We should do like 3 seconds. I did it so fast.
No 3 seconds.
All right.
Okay. Basta.
H.
Horse. You didn't even press it.
But you were pretty quick. You were quick. Oh, I'm just gonna do it with my fingers.
Okay, yeah.
That's more.
No, dude, because you'll be like, you're gonna be so fast.
I'm gonna do it with my fingers. You do it with your fingers too.
Okay.
Basta.
F.
Ay.
Bro, you gotta eat.
Oh my God, an animal with F?
There's so many.
Frog, bro. All right.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Oh my God. I'm scared too. Does that count?
Yeah, just whatever.
Let me just do it one more. Dude, this spinny thing doesn't work.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, it's between peach and barf.
Which one
doesn't look more? Or is peach and barf?
Yeah, it's peach and barf. So, ¿cómo se ve el bean?
¿No?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh my God. No lo quiero hacer.
Go, dude. Ew.
Oh my God. I got peach.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God.
I don't want to, Evelyn. Okay, once somebody gets one bad, we're done.
Wow. I'm so blessed. Oh, and you have to finish it.
No.
Yes.
How the heck? Dude.
Swallow it.
Oh, okay, go.
Okay, wait.
Remember, you're going to do it with the fingers. Basta.
M.
Monkey.
Oh my God, I forgot to do my fingers. You were scared. You're scared.
I'm so scared. Okay, ready?
Okay, I'm not ready. Hold on, I need my animals. What are the animals? Okay. Basta. Elefante.
Yeah. You said elefante. You were so scared.
Why are your hands sweating though?
Yeah, my hands are sweating. I'm over here like, I'm so scared. Okay.
All right. Hold on. I forget my ABCs. Oh my God. I forgot to time you too.
Yeah.
All right.
Basta.
P.
Perro.
I said perro already.
Yeah. You said dog. I said perro.
All right, I'll let you slide. Damn, you had 2 seconds.
I know. I was like, what was another one? What could be another one?
Perro.
Perico, right?
Perico.
Yeah. Okay.
Perico.
Perico. Yeah.
Perico. That's what they call me too. That's another nickname, Perica.
Yeah, like Tweety.
No, like the green one.
Oh.
The one that doesn't shut up.
Yeah. Do you take offense to that or no?
Nah, they only call me that because my biological dad, his nickname is Perica.
Oh.
And then, so one of my tío, the rough
Periquita.
one, or a few of, family members sometimes call me Perica. But I don't care. I don't mind it. I didn't like it only because it connected me with my biological dad. But now I don't care.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me think about the game. Let me think about the animals. Go. Basta.
G.
Gato.
Oh, yeah. I was like, you don't even know what G means.
Oh my God.
I was like, she probably don't even know what G is.
Just so you know, I'm saying my alphabet in Spanish in my head.
Yeah.
All right.
Basta.
T.
Tortuga.
All right.
You're not getting me, Evelyn.
Paper, rock, scissors, and you got to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, paper, rock, scissors.
No.
I want you to try it.
Okay.
All right. No, let's keep doing the basta.
Okay.
All right. Let's do states now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do...
Because it's harder.
Yeah, it's harder. All right. Just any state, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we include cities or not?
No, just states.
Just states.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
Okay, no, yeah, cities, and then we'll see how we do. And if we're doing good, then we'll just be like, all right, just states.
All right.
Okay.
You have to try one.
All right.
I
go, right?
On purpose.
All right, I go, right? I say
Mm-hmm. Stop. Europe.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a continent.
What?
Europe is a continent.
Okay, does that count?
No,
said
bro.
State. We said what? What did we
State
say?
and city.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Yeah,
okay, count.
come
No.
back,
Count my timer again.
No, because you got it wrong, dude. So just eat. You got it. It's whole wrong, dude. It's wrong.
Why didn't we add? Like, ¿por qué no agregamos continents?
Yeah, no continents. So you can't say China, no Africa. You can't say those. You can't say North America,
so what's
South America.
E1? I would have said Egypt too.
England.
England is...
Yeah.
Isn't that like a...
Yeah, it's a state.
It's a state?
Yeah, England.
Look it up. If you get it wrong, you got to eat one. Oh my God, I hope it's wrong. What does it say?
It's a country.
You were wrong. You said it's a state. You got to eat one. You got to eat one.
England is a country that is part of the United Kingdom.
Okay, so you got it wrong.
No, I didn't.
You said it was a state and it's a country.
Is England a state?
No, it said it's a country. Oh my God. Damn, y lo dijiste con tantos huevos, amiga.
Okay, I'll eat one.
Okay. Okay. You go first.
What is this?
You got... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, cappuccino, or liver and onions?
Ooh. Which one is this? This one?
No, it's the dark one. That one.
I'm so scared. Go.
Okay,
We're going to eat it together.
I got toasted marshmallow or stink bug.
Okay, go.
I can't swallow it.
I don't know.
Oh my god, no.
I don't know if mine's good or bad.
What do you mean? Oh,
I don't know if it's good or bad.
I'm pretty sure it's good, because if not, you'd be having that nasty taste in your mouth.
It kind of tastes ugly, but it's not like that ugly.
Oh my god, my breath.
You wanted to throw up, right?
Dude. Oh my god. I'm gonna go like this, and you're gonna smell my breath. Doesn't it smell?
Mm-mm. I don't smell anything. I think I smell mine.
Well, maybe you don't even feel the difference because it's onion.
Yeah.
It was onion and what? Oh, liver.
You're crying. You don't want to play? I don't have to play anymore.
No, I want you to get one more to make it even.
No. Let's keep going with the game. Okay. You're gonna say us because I need to do a state or a country, right? I mean, state or a city.
Yeah. All right.
It made you cry,
dude. That was so fucking gross. Oh my god. All right. A.
Basta.
I
Idaho.
had Idaho in my mind too.
Really?
All right.
Okay.
Wait. Wait. Oh my god, that was disgusting.
And you swallowed it. We didn't have to swallow it.
I said you couldn't spit it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to swallow it, but it was staying stuck in my tongue. Like, pretend this is my tongue. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to, like, swallow
push it?
Yeah, so it was in my tongue, and I was trying to push it back, and then it landed in the middle, and I just couldn't swallow it from there. I was like, trying to, like, make it go back, and I could not. Oh, my God, that was gross. All right. Pasta.
B.
Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I need an easy letter.
Yeah.
Not like the whole alphabet is hard.
Yeah, I know. It's not even.
All right. I say mine's fast.
Yeah, you do.
My letters. All right. Hold on. A.
Basta.
J.
Guanajuato.
What? J.
Guanajuato.
J.
Oh, no, that's G.
Get one. You have to get one.
Dude, what's with J?
Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you get an nasty one.
Oh, no, please. Okay, what is this?
Rotten egg.
This is what Milo got.
That's what Milo got. Go.
Please. Oh, please.
Oh, my God.
Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God.
I wanted you to get a bad one. This is really, it's like popcorn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Okay. It's my turn?
No, it's my turn. I got it wrong. So I have to say to you.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me think. All right. Go. Basta. Ecuador.
Yeah. Wait. No, yeah.
Ecuador is
That's a country.
And what did we say?
Cities or states.
Oh my God. No. Ecuador, the city of Ecuador.
Mm-mm.
Look it up. Ecuador has a city named Ecuador. Yes. I'm telling you, girl. Ecuador has a city. Oh, Ecuador capital. Maybe that one. Oh, fuck.
Ecuador is the country.
Is it a country? And we are back.
And we're back with Evelin getting a candy.
I went to go throw up, guys. No, I'm just kidding. All right. No, hombre.
That's the one Milo got right now.
He just got the good one. That means I'm gonna get the nasty bag.
There's more down there.
Milo just got this one.
It's supposed
it's
to be
the one you got, the liver and onions.
Okay, or cappuccino.
No te voy a, dude, my stomach's hurting.
That's so disgusting, dude.
It might not be that bad if you didn't even know what you got. I'm pretty sure you got the bad one because Milo was like, it's good, and I smelled his mouth, and it was like,
so maybe it's not even gonna be.
It's not probably gonna be that bad, right? I'm trying to swallow.
Drink water, Evelin. Me da miedo when people throw up. That makes me want to gag.
My question is, how did you not know if it was good or bad? Like,
it was probably bad, and I was just like, I don't know.
Eat another one.
No, why? I'm not a loser. Why would I? Why would I eat one if I'm winning?
All right, do it, because I ate two. Be a team player, Alo.
Yeah, I am.
Go.
But I'm being like, I'm playing by the rules. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't want to break the rules.
Oh my God. I'm going to tell Rollie not to post this episode, because not me gagging on here.
It's so funny. Okay, go.
Okay. It's your turn.
No, why would it be my turn?
Okay, now let's do paper, rock, scissors.
You want me to lose so bad?
I do want you to lose so bad.
Okay, go.
No, because me wanting you to lose so bad is gonna make me lose because I'm wishing for you to lose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I say the letters.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say them in español.
Okay.
Okay. A.
Basta.
Ñ.
Eat
one.
You set me up. You know you didn't land on egg yet.
I did. Eat one.
Wait, let's think first. What would be? Nothing? Really nothing, dude. So that doesn't count. Because there's no
city with
or state con la ñ.
My phone's literally going to die. All right.
There's literally none, so I don't lose. It's a setup.
Any city or state in the world.
Wow.
With the letter ñ.
You don't even have an ñ.
Yes. Oh, it's in their names. All right, let's do it again.
Exactly. Like, it's a setup.
That was a setup.
Yeah, you actually did set me up. There was none. You didn't land on ñ.
I did land on ñ.
Oh, okay.
I was going so fast. I'm like, I'm going to land on ñ on purpose.
You skipped probably like elemental P.
Wait,
oh, no, ñ before that. You probably skipped like...
What do you mean?
F, H, J.
Yeah,
all those.
after that.
Yeah, but you probably skipped all the ones before. And you're like, ñ. Landed on ñ. You were just saying ñ over it again in your head. And you're like, no, it was ñ.
Hey, I was ñ.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, I landed on ñ.
I did land on ñ. All right. A.
Basta.
L.
Dude, you're going so fast.
0.
Okay, I think Lima, right? That's a city. That's
in Colombia.
Lima, yeah.
Uh-huh. I hope you get a bad one. No, that was peach or barf.
I can know.
Yes.
It was not a good spin.
All right, I'll let you.
It was not a good spin. There, that's a good spin. What is that?
Oh my God, that's not even bad.
Old
bandage.
What the heck is that?
Como una curita.
Oh, okay, it's this one.
Mm-hmm. You got a good one.
It's old bandage.
It is.
Mm-hmm. It was disgusting. You know, this tastes like old bandage, bro.
How are you even still eating it? I would have swallowed that a long time ago. As soon as I like...
It literally smells... I mean, it tastes what it would smell like an old bandage.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Plástico.
We'll both... I'm going to spin it, and whatever I get, you eat, and whatever you get, I eat.
Okay.
Go. You spin first.
For you, right?
Yeah. Oh, my
Period.
God.
Barf. Peach or barf. And that's the clear one. Like this
yeah.
one.
All right.
What is that?
Nah. No se vale. Es el mismo. Ya comiste ese. Y yo ya comí este.
Maybe. So? We gotta play by the rules. Come on, Evelyn, get your...
Wait. The dead fish one is similar to it. No, put it back. You already had that one.
I'm telling you,
You had that one too.
I'm God's favorite.
Oh my God. Okay, dead fish.
Okay, and you I get one of these and you get one of those, right? Yeah. All right, let's go.
Oh.
I hate fish. Burrito's good.
Oh, mine too.
We're good.
All right, we're good. Well, that's all y'all get.
I still don't like the fruity flavor of them.
Yeah, it's not a good. It's not a good one. Well, with that being said, if y'all haven't played this game and you don't got a week,
yeah, we can give it to you because we still have a lot of jellies. Unless you want to keep it, because I'm not playing that game.
No, we're gonna play this game. Whenever we continue another episode, we're gonna do the drawing the games. Remember? And if it lands, we'll eat them. Remember how we talked about it yesterday?
Yeah. So if it lands on playing Being Boozled, we're gonna have to play this again.
Yeah.
Wow, you just want me to throw up so bad.
I want you to gag.
I got a bad one. The bandage one.
Oh, wow. So bad. I got liver and onions, and then I got barf. Come on. No thanks. Well, guys, we hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe.
We're going to go brush our teeth now.
Yeah, I'll probably go throw up, honestly.
Your stomach really hurts?
Nah, no. I'm just kidding. I have a strong stomach. And then go... No, I'm just kidding, guys. No, it was disgusting, right though. It was disgusting. I should, actually. Because you know what he did to me one time? He ate se puso ghost pepper on his lips, and then he kissed me.
What?
And my lips ain't hincharon, dude. Like...
But why would he do that? He was in pain himself. Because he thought it was funny. He was in pain himself.
No, he would eat ghost peppers before. Yeah. His tolerance is high.
He probably has ulceras.
I don't know. He hasn't gone to a doctor in like years. Wow. But we hope y'all enjoyed this episode. It was actually really fun playing this game and just talking about our jobs and everything else. And
next episode we will say the stories and
we'll go over some stories.
Updates.
I am gonna post a link again, but I'm also gonna post a link for the stories and the
updates.
Who would more so they can post
who's most likely to
in the next episode. So look out for those on our Instagram stories, and again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us. And again, thank you for watching. Peace.
Bye.